this is Adam, and the lack of cow should show you that this is a more serious video than what I normally do. Though you can never tell which ones of mine will be serious and not, except for the lack of cow. Actually, I don't know if I've done more serious than otherwise. Now the point is, when a black person was murdered in Minnesota, when a cop kneeled on his neck for, what was it, 8 minutes over that, people were understandably upset. And yet, in the midst of all that came one of the most absurd arguments I've ever heard: defund the police. Say what? Don't defund the police. That's a terrible idea. I can't believe people would even suggest that. And some of you may say that, oh well, defunding the police doesn't actually mean defund the police. It's like, then why don't you say what you mean? You mean what you say. If defunding the police is not about defunding the police, then why are you saying defund the police? Anyways, defunding the police is a terrible idea, and some of you might think, Adam, aren't you liberal? It's like, well, I may be liberal, but I'm not blindly liberal to all the dumb things they support. I am not in favor of abortion. I'm not for transgender care for minors, and there's a reason I'm calling it transgender care and not what everyone else is calling it, which they shouldn't call it. I'm not for legalized pot. I don't know why people want that. That's not a good thing. And I am in favor of companies that don't allow employees to use pot even if pot is legal in their state. So I haven't even heard of issues with that, and that's entirely their right. What were other dumb liberal things I don't believe in? Those are the main ones, but well, there might be others, but they aren't worth getting into this video. But yeah, I'm definitely not in favor of abortion. I'll never will be. Those can be other videos. But the point is, why is defunding the police a terrible idea? Well, you need law enforcement. You need it on your side. And if you don't like certain law enforcement, it's like, well, I can understand that, but surely we can't just say we should defund it all and hope for the best. Why not reform the police? Wouldn't that make better sense? Because you think all the good cops would, just like us, want all the bad cops, like, fired, if not imprisoned. I mean, bad cops, it would depend on whether or not they're committing criminal behavior, and you think any criminal should belong in jail, you think. And I think any good cop would be against that, just like any good citizen would be against people committing crimes. So surely if cops commit crimes, they should be held accountable just like anyone else. So reform the police, that makes more sense. Why not fund better police, which goes into what I'm also saying. It's like, we could use better police officers, we could help train them and make sure they are good people and that they don't take the law into their own hands, they don't commit crimes, they don't do nothing when they can prevent the death of someone like George Floyd from happening. And by the way, he wasn't high. I don't know why people think that, but I guess whatever helps you feel better, even though his killer was convicted, so you shouldn't believe that anymore. I tend to maybe form opinions about some well-known trials at times, but I often believe the verdict is right. And if I may not agree with it, it's like, well, I guess I was just wrong to think that. Like, I don't even know if I should mention this one case. It was more localized. And thus not everyone would know about it, but I wanted to think that person was innocent. When he was convicted, it's like, well, I guess he's guilty. And now all the appeals he's doing just seems to support the belief that he's guilty, because it's like, you're trying to say the evidence used to convict you shouldn't matter, not that, I don't know, you didn't do it? Yeah, you wouldn't want me on some juries, but my Tourette's is more of a reason why than, like, opinions about things. But defunding the police is terrible. I don't know why some people would like it or want it. I'm pretty sure it's just a small minority. It was very vocal for a while. I don't even know if they still are, but we do not want to defund the police. We need the police. We need law enforcement. We need people. And why do you think Republicans spread lies that they, a party who nominate and elect a convicted felon, is actually the party of law and order somehow? Oh, it's because it's liberals who are saying to defund the police. It's like, oh really? Even though us liberals actually like it when the criminals in our party leave office and go to jail, and you think it's some absurd retaliation over some politically biased and motivated whatever, even though you want to do the same thing to us when it is the very thing you're claiming is happening to you. I don't know, it's like, some things just don't make sense in this world, and defending the police is something we should support, but defunding the police is not a good idea. If you want to support other things, remember we will need the police too, but like ensuring proper training, ensuring people don't just shoot someone dead because they think someone's gonna put boiling water in their face. That guy definitely had issues, and you think they would have noticed it beforehand. And it seems like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's already lost his job, and who knows what else might happen. But it seems like we could move in the right direction of, hey, these are bad people, they shouldn't be in law enforcement. And then it's like, you think law enforcement would agree with us, at least any good and respectable one, just because there's like some bad people in it doesn't mean that we can get rid of the funding for all of it and act like it's fine. And you're just going too far by wanting to defund the police. It's not a good idea. We need the police. We need the law and justice system. We need judges too. No matter how good or bad you think a judge might be, a lot of them have to have good things. Like, they have to, what am I trying to say? They have to have ethical standards. You'd think they should, but some are more ethical than others, and some are better than others, but we still need them no matter how bad they are. And if they are bad, we can hopefully get rid of them if we can, and if they're good, we can keep them around if we can. But yeah, don't defund the police. It's a terrible idea. You can defend the police, because the police do need defended, and don't defund the FBI just because, what, they investigated someone who wouldn't do the things they wanted, and court that trial, or that case might never make it to trial, which is dumb, but it's like, you gotta listen and obey and respect law enforcement and just hope that there aren't any Thomas McAllisters out there, which is a major spoiler for those who don't know what show I'm talking about. And so there are some bad people, but we can reform it, we can make sure they wind up in jail just like any other criminals, but we should not defund the police. It's absurd, it's ridiculous, it's crazy, And it makes people think Democrats are against law and order when we're definitely the ones more likely to support law and order than Republicans, who rarely, if ever, punish the criminals in their own party. Yeah, I think I've covered more than enough for this video, so don't defund the police.